a thoughtful moment indeed. The national anthem and a crowd anxiously awaiting the tip-off. Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And one of the players we'll be seeing in this one, Carmelo Anthony.
He's a natural scorer. It's that simple. Supreme confidence offensively. Can beat you from the three-point line. It's you going to the hole. Offensive putbacks. Beautiful mid-range game as well.
And he's not a standstill shooter only. I mean, he's a terrific ball handler. He's able to create.
And in their last game against the Memphis Grizzlies. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen him.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups.
Trying to make plays. In fact, he had 4 steals during that game.
And for Felton, I guess just something in the water in New York. Stevie, he's played his best basketball in the big city.
Yeah, he had a good run there several years back before he was traded to Denver as part of that Carmelo Anthony trade. And now that he's back in New York, Felton once again having a terrific impact on that team.
Now here is Smith. 32 points for him last game against Miami. Anthony with it, now guarded by Splitter. And Anthony gets it to go.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already.
New York comes into this one following a loss to the Heat.
Now, Kevin, I'm all for aggressive defense, but they were over the top in that game and wound up in a lot of foul trouble.
Well, Steve, you and I both know it, Kevin as well. There's a difference between being aggressive and being reckless. Clearly, they were the latter.
And here is Felton. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Here's Chandler. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Green gets it to go.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He's put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
Here's Felton, averaging 9 points per contest. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Stoudemire slams it in.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely
remarkable.
Yeah, it was a stream of threes that allowed them to repeatedly deflate that crowd.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Spurs. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Duncan. And it's Bellinelli in for Daniel Green. Leonard with the steal. And down it goes.
Forward spot, and he's still much more of a passer than he is a scorer.
Here's Anthony. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Heat in Miami.
You know what was great, too, Kevin, was the way he balanced getting it slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
And the basket by Ginobili.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Here's the second quarter to play. On the floor for San Antonio, Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. Corey Joseph is out there with Green. Outside, Felton. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and the dunk by Chandler.
The real alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, touch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Yeah, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
And then Smith with the dunk.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot.
And now that they have the lead, they might even want to get more aggressive defensively. Really attack, try to come up with more steals.
And Mills kicks to Duncan. Goes straight to the defender for the
1 through 5. I think he could coach the team if he had to.
Success that they've enjoyed for such a long period.
Felton against Green. Felton dishes to Smith. Takes the checked in for San Antonio. Here's Shumpert. Off the left rim and out. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Out to Shumpert, takes a three, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And a much better quarter for them in terms of shooting the basketball.
You know, anytime your field goal percentage as a team is up in the high 50s, you're doing a lot of stuff right.
And that one's good.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. And the dunk by Chandler. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying his past experiences.
Here's Anthony. Lays it up and banks it in.
The man who is on the court, his true impact on the NBA might not be felt until years from now. His success has captivated South America, and we should be seeing a lot of players influenced by him come into the NBA down the line.
Hardaway, that's in there. Anthony with the assist.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Hello and welcome. With playoff seeds hanging in the balance, let's recap the first half for you. The Knicks have been plugging away. Their great passing has been fun to watch, keeping the ball moving and picking apart that D. Tyson Chandler off to a good start. He's been awfully strong tonight on the low blocks, dominating the paint. They've been leaning on his down-low scoring. He's been coming through. And San Antonio also bringing it. They've done a fantastic job pushing the break and the tempo, easy buckets in transition. An unbelievable display by Kawhi Leonard. He's got 14 points and has helped out a bit on the boards as well. And let's look at the other NBA games scheduled for later.
Ron had going inside and playing the forward. Had any influence on Melo playing inside?
I think there's no doubt, Kevin. The league has gone smaller in a lot of ways. A lot of former 3 men are now becoming 4s. The only way to do that, though, is if you have the strength to deal with bigger players, and Melo certainly has that strength.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Mike Woodson had some advice for the team over that last break. He told his guys that offensive rebounding is what they need to most improve on. He told them that they should have far more second chance points than they have to this point. He also doesn't want them to forget the importance of
Doris?
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Mike Woodson was giving to his team. Anthony was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach does not think they're utilizing him as much as they should be, and reminded the team that his role needs to be constantly a big one. He also said that their work on the offensive glass is going to be critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way toward deciding this game. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. 1:31 left in the third quarter. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Really poor decision on that pass.
Hardaway's checked in for Smith. San Antonio leading by 8. And Joseph kicks to Ginobili. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. The Spurs making a switch here. Honors checked in. The Knicks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Anthony with it, now guarded by Bonner. And Anthony gets it to go.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
That's good. Joseph's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Spurs.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint, dominate.
You know, playing in London during the 2012 summer seemed to do wonders for Melo. It often does wonders for guys that play with that national team. He came back with all kinds of confidence and seemed to be at another level.
And for Carmelo, boy, he really excels in international play, doesn't he? Always has.
Yeah, the three-point line is just a bit shorter, which kind of brings it right into his comfort zone. So he can play that zone buster role for Team USA. And I'll tell you what, he can do so many other things too because of his size and quickness.
And here his coaches talk about his defense is better than they expected too.
Ironic, isn't it?
Very. For New York, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%. That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
The drive by Shumpert. Pass to Chandler. New York moving the ball around. Hardaway for 3. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 4 assists in the game.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Joseph dishes to Ginobili. Drills the three-pointer. Ginobili's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
And Prigioni kicks to Anthony. Three-pointer. And he nails the 3. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Prigioni.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there. Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's San Antonio up 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between 2 teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
On the floor for San Antonio, Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter, and it's Mills in at the 1 spot.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Splitter. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, if you're going to learn from someone, you might as well take some lessons from Tim Duncan. That's what Tiago Splitter has done in San Antonio, really kind of growing up under the tutelage of one of the great players of all time.
And Splitter taken 28th by the Spurs way back in the 2007 draft, but they had to wait 3 seasons for him to come over from Spain. And as Greg Popovich was saying just this past season, he's finally showing what he can do because he's been healthy.
Yeah, agreed, Kevin, and I think it was a wait worth making, quite honestly. I mean, one of the premier backup centers in the NBA the last 3 seasons, and he earned himself a nice payday with his new contract, too.
And Green slams Stoudemire. Here's Leonard.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for New York. Felton the pass to Carmelo. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Anthony's got the game tied up here for the Knicks. San Antonio calls timeout after like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the 4th. Felton dishes to Chandler. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
And that one misses.
When you're hot, you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Chandler. 12 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Well, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
The Knicks with the lead. Felton kicks to Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. And that's 21 points for Carmelo Anthony. Knocked away. And now the Knicks on the break. Anthony leading the charge. Nice shot by Felton. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stretch for the Knicks?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing, guys, defensively, a great job of closing out and blocking shots. You know, a lot of players love playing with Felton because of the way he can throw the alley-oop. He makes it look easy, but believe me, it's not easy. Throwing a precise alley-oop is kind of an art form in this league. You got to put it right on the money and anticipate when that leaper is going to get to the spot.
Right. Art form is a good way to describe it. Felton makes it look so easy, but, you know, it really is a play that requires a very good understanding between teammates as well. And sometimes I think we just forget that communication that is so necessary. New York's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. It's stolen by Green. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And Duncan throws it down.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And that's an intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that stretches their lead to 8. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Splitter. Stoudemire grabs the miss. New York with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Deep 2 from Anthony. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And the Knicks lead by 10.
Terrific job taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Steve, I thought those fans, those home fans, gave this team a big lift all game. A lot of positive energy in the building.
Anthony with the block. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling.
Just because I'm losing doesn't mean I'm lost. Doesn't mean I'll stop. Doesn't mean I'm across. Just because I'm hurting doesn't mean I'm hurt. Doesn't mean I didn't get what I deserve. No better and no worse. I just got lost.